See, I told you we'd be back in 60 seconds. There's quality time and then there's forced togetherness, which is what so many are facing with the KC stay-home order that's now in effect. I spoke with certified sex coach Kristen Thomas via Skype on how to not just survive your significant other, but thrive during these challenging times. A lot of people's routines have, of course, changed dramatically here in the past week or 10 days. We're not sure when things are going to return to normal. What are your suggestions for people who find themselves making these big adjustments, working from home or being around their partner or their spouse all the time now?
Well, this is a big adjustment for a lot of people, like you said. One of the primary things that I think I recommend for people is that you've got to establish a healthy routine for yourself first. You've got to eat right. You need to find time for exercise. Please do not stay in your PJs all day long. You got to dress up. I'm not saying put your makeup on and do your hair necessarily, ladies, but don't stay in your PJs all day long. Another great thing can be meditation. The thing that a healthy routine is going to bring you is establishing something that's going to help keep those happy neurotransmitters flowing. Okay, so the sooner you can establish a healthy routine, the better. It's going to help you and your relationship quickly.
Well, some folks forget the value of alone time, like, let's say like a walk or a car ride that they would normally take on lunch. How important is that alone time and that maybe time to collect our thoughts by ourselves right now?
It's so important. I mean, it may be hitting a couple of people this week how much they really valued, like you said, the drive to work or the time to decompress on their way home, that quick walk with the dog before everyone else got home. Those alone times gave us time to just let the day go, decompress, and give us that time to where we maybe didn't have to, go vent to our partner or to our spouse. Plus, if you've got kids at home, the added stress of that, everything is just changing. So you've got to find a way to get some alone time. Whether that's during your exercise routine, you go out to a park and do it outside, or you do it in the backyard, or you've got a space in your house that you've got dedicated for that. But you've got to find some alone time because if you had it before, especially, find those pockets, even if it's 15 minutes at a time, to just get out of the house, stretch your legs, and have that time.
This next question, I think, is important. We may be struggling ourselves, but we also can't forget about our partners. They're going through the same thing that we are. How do we act compassionate for them and make sure we're not taking care of just ourselves, but also doing what we can to help them out too?
That's a great question. Some of you who have been working away from home and are now at home have partners who were either in an office setting as well and had their own things going on, or you have a partner who's a stay-at-home parent. This is changing everything for them too. You've got to be able to give them some grace. If they're not adjusting well to this, you've got to start doing some check-ins. And hearing, "I'm fine, it's fine," once or twice isn't going to cut it. You've got to do some regular check-ins and learn to read your spouse as well, in those moments where you're just seeing that they've had too much. If you can take a break from your work and you can give them some time and some space, this has got to ebb and flow. You guys have got to just help each other and recognize that this is tough. We're all adjusting. Be calm, be compassionate.
Yeah, good tips from Kristen there. Taking care of ourselves, want to make sure we're taking care of our partners as well. And then also scheduling time too. She went on to talk about some other stuff we'll bring you in later interview.